have some thoughts I'd like to share on the no tax on tips deduction and how this community of creators has been excluded. I have served this industry for the last 6 years, and the IRS has never had any issues taking any tax from small businesses in this niche who are receiving 1099s and doing legal work. So initially, all digital creators were on the list, which we were all cautiously optimistic about. And that was until the end of September of 2025, when a coalition of Christian and conservative individuals got together and essentially lobbied against this industry, specifically from receiving the benefit. So the bill passed in July of 2025, then they released the list in September of 2025, and then they took comments and had hearings, and then they came out with the final list, which is what just came out April 13th. Now, the final rules explicitly say no one working in corn can qualify for this. But we don't have a definition of what that is. What is corn? What is art? Who's checking the content? Your tax preparer or the IRS agent? Where's the line? It's based on facts and circumstances. And now we're seeing a trend among states. Pennsylvania, Alabama, Utah already have a separate tax in place. We've all heard about the sin tax going on, potentially with the governor candidate in Florida. To be clear, it's the type of content that is banned from this, not the platform and not the individual. So if you also have vanilla content, there's a way that you could potentially get the benefit, but that's not what this is about. This is a morality-based exclusion for a group of individuals who are following the rules and trying their best to be tax compliant, receiving tax documents, and now they're being squeezed. Usually these kinds of taxes or exclusions go in place for things that are socially harmful. So that's what the argument is. TikTok and Meta is not socially harmful. There's all kinds of court cases about how it's literally melting people's brains. How about AI that has no social guardrails? How about disinformation loops and literal fake news circulating all the time? Or addicting video games that's basically like gambling? Not to get on a soapbox here, but it's literally unconstitutional, if that even matters anymore. Unfortunately, I have a hunch this is not the last time we will see tax policy weaponized against this community or another at both the federal and the state level. I think the best line of defense is to, number one, stay informed, which can be very difficult in this day and age because who knows what's real and what's not. But if we stop paying attention, they can move the goalpost. Keep diligent tracking of every single thing that happens for your tax situation for a number of reasons. That's beyond the no tax on tips. But for this industry, you need super tight record keeping. I would follow and support the Free Speech Coalition. They are boots on the ground in Washington, D.C., trying to change legislation on behalf of this community. And file your taxes. I know it sucks, but that'll be the next thing. If you haven't filed, they're going to come for you in a different way now. You can file and not pay them. At least you have the tax return. I think that's enough for today. Follow along for more judgment-free tax help.